No, I actually cannot wait for you guys to hear everything that's about to come out of my fucking mouth right now. Hopefully it will be a bit of a prettier mouth because what we're about to do right now is do my makeup for kind of no reason. I have a meeting in like 2 hours. It's a Zoom meeting. So I guess we're doing my makeup today for that. I just have so much to share with you guys and I literally cannot wait to just get this off my chest because you're gonna get a good giggle out of this. Basically what you're about to watch is me sit here and glow the fuck up. Me and Sarah just went to Vegas again. Oh my fucking god, Vegas is one of my favorite places in the entire world. Whenever you go to Vegas, like you just have a completely different experience there compared to the last time we were there because it's just so batshit crazy there. It feels like there's no like rules or laws or like boundaries there, which is not great for psychopaths like me and Sarah. So our last trip was 2 weekends ago and our main purpose of it was originally to go see Jimmy Buffett. I love Jimmy Buffett. That is no secret at this point, but our main purpose was to do that, go to clubs, and that was kind of it. And then we ended up seeing Usher, meeting Usher, blacking out, going to Cirque du Soleil show. I vlogged a little bit of this trip here and there. We got to a point where like I just could not pick up the camera anymore. There was just so much fucking going on. And we were so hungover half the trip, it was absolutely painful. And it was also an accident. We kind of just fucked shit up for ourselves and then try to make the best of it. But before we get entirely into this video, I do want to thank the sponsor, Care Of. I freaking love Care Of. They've sponsored me a few times before in the past. We're gonna give it away to fully beat makeup faced Caitlin to talk about Care Of right now. And then we're gonna get back into the video. So take it away, Care Of Caitlin. Surprise, here I am with my makeup on. Okay, so for all of my girlies who have ever gone to a store and have been like, I should probably be taking more vitamins day to day, but I don't know what to take because god are the vitamin aisles of stores just so overwhelming sometimes. You actually don't have to worry about that at all if you use Care Of. Care Of is a subscription supplement service that makes it so easy to stick to a consistent vitamin routine. It's as easy as going onto their website, takecareof.com, and taking their free quiz. They'll ask you about your lifestyle, habits, and your health goals. And then from there, it's gonna help you build a vitamin plan just for you that's backed by science and has ingredients to help support your digestion, immunity, and stress. This is my Care Of pack. Like, look at the aesthetic of this. Every single day, I wake up and I pull one of these little vitamin things out of this cute little box. It's see-through, so you can see all the vitamins in the back. In the box, you actually have this card that will remind you of all the vitamins that are in your packet. This is what I'm currently taking in case anybody cares. So far, I definitely have noticed a difference in taking my cranberry pills every day because that's something I should have been doing for a long time. The other awesome thing about Care Of is they also have an app that you can download that will help with daily reminders to take all of your vitamins. And every single day that you go on the app and track your progress, you can also earn exclusive discounts and merch. Having an app like that has been making it so much easier for me to form a habit of actually taking my vitamins because I actually cannot form habits unless I have something like on my phone reminding me every single day to do something. And if you ever feel like you're not taking enough vitamins and that you have other areas in your life that you think could use the extra support, you can go on Care Of's website whenever you want and just to retake the quiz and add more vitamins to your plan. You guys can take Care Of's quiz today to find out what's recommended for you and then use my code Caitlin50 for 50% off your first order. Care Of, I love you so much and thank you again for sponsoring this video. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. So me and Sarah had a flight to Vegas at like 1 in the afternoon. We were gonna fly in and we didn't really know what we were doing that night. And we knew that Usher's Vegas residency was going on. I really wanted to go see it. Sarah's seen it before by herself. I think in like August or September. I don't know if she ever posted anything from it, but it was just the funniest goddamn thing ever because she was live texting me like her thoughts, comments, opinions, videos of herself just dancing to Usher by herself. Ever since then, me and Sarah were like, we need to go see Usher's show together because Sarah was like, we just need to fucking see this shit. And I was like, you're so goddamn right. The thing about me doing Get Ready With Me's is I forget that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see if I actually get any makeup done while filming this. So we're sitting at the airport and I'm like, okay, I have a few people that I can text to try and get us tickets for Usher. So I send out my bat signals is what me and Sarah call it. Me and Sarah have just been to Vegas so many times at this point. We just know random ass people. A couple people were like, you have asked me way too goddamn late. No, I can't get you into the show tonight. And I was like, okay, that's totally fine. I was getting a few no's from people and then eventually someone said yes. I don't think I can say the name of it in this video just because it is a brand and this video is already sponsored, but I think we could both put our brain cells together to figure out who ended up hooking me and Sarah up with tickets, which was so goddamn nice and so last minute. Also, yes, I did kind of cut off the ends of my eyebrows, so I look very crazy without any makeup on, but it's been kind of making like shaping them, however the hell I want to be shaping them that day, so much easier and kind of obsessed. So yeah, we're sitting on the plane. All of a sudden we have tickets to go see Usher. No! Oh my god, I just dumped my coffee all down the goddamn sink. You have got to be kidding me right now. Oh, this is just a fucking disaster. Well, maybe it'll make me actually like clean my bathroom. Maybe this is for the best. BRB, well, like go get another coffee, I guess. Anyways, for the 80th fucking time, we're all of a sudden seeing Usher. Originally that Friday night, we probably weren't gonna go like that hard because we had made a grave mistake the day before. We went to this Celsius party. The event had started at 5 p.m. that day and I was telling Sarah all night, I was like, we can go to this event for a little bit because it sounds like it's gonna be a blast, but I was like, we cannot drink that much and we cannot drink for long because we have an entire weekend ahead of of us in Vegas. Okay, this warm is really not the move, but we're gonna make it work. Actually, no. I'm gonna go get a cup and put ice in it. Sorry, I'm a fucking mess right now. Oh my god. Anyway, so now we have tickets to see. I'm kidding. I've already said that like 8 times. I know where I am in the store. I haven't forgot. So that event had ended at 7:30, and like responsible people who are already going to Vegas the next day to party all fucking weekend, we should have gone home then. That is not what we did. So you were automatically shuttled to the after party from there, which was like down the street, and you had to get shuttled there to just leave the premises in general. I don't really know. So we were at the after party and we're like, okay, we might as well go in for a little bit. So we went for like 2 hours and then left at probably around like 10:30, but we're in Malibu. We didn't get home till like midnight. I ended up only sleeping for like 5 or 6 hours that night. That set me up for failure this weekend in Vegas. We should have not done that, and we should have definitely gone home at 7:30 and not continued to drink. Now here we are, we landed in Vegas and we're like, okay, we have a few hours to like rest, lay down. We're so fucking exhausted from the event last night. We can pull it together and we're gonna go see goddamn Usher. Also, I meant to make a TikTok about this, but I haven't seen Usher live since I was 14. Do you want to see what I looked like at the last Usher show I saw? What's so funny about that story is I have been on Twitter since I was like 8 or 9 years old. I grew up in the whole One Direction era on Twitter. That's where I made a lot of my friends in like the beginning of my YouTube days, my social media days. And there was this one girl who I like barely knew. I think we had met once before, but I'm pretty sure this was 8th grade of like middle school. And this girl, we're gonna name her Alana, because I don't know if she wants to be included in this, but Alana and I were like One Direction Twitter friends. We'd maybe met like once or twice before. The week before the show, she had messaged me on Twitter and was like, hey, Usher's performing at Mohegan Sun next week. My mom can get free tickets. Do you want to come with me? And I was like, oh my god, I would absolutely love to go see Usher with you, girl I hardly know. So from there, I somehow ended up getting picked up by this girl and her mother, who I had never met before. And somehow I convinced my mom to let me do this. I got dismissed from school at 10:30 in the morning on like a Thursday and went on a 2.5-hour road trip from where I live to Mohegan Sun. My East Coasters, you know what the fuck that means. Mohegan Sun's like literally in the middle of nowhere, Connecticut. I went on a 2.5-hour road trip with a girl I barely knew and her mother that I definitely didn't know to go stay in a hotel with both of them for the night to go see Usher, and it was such a good show. With that being said, I was very excited to see Usher again almost 10 years fucking later. What the fuck? As I'm sitting here drinking an Alani coffee, they just DM'd me on Instagram and asked me if I needed more of their stuff. That is so weird. I haven't heard from them in months. The world is so fucking weird sometimes, I swear to god. This is like the 3rd weird coincidence that's happened today. I feel just insane today. Me and Sarah pulled together, we do our makeup, barely made it out the door to even make the show, but now I'm gonna show you some of the footage of us at the show and the show itself. It was a goddamn good show. We had a fabulous time, so here you go. She likes it my way. We're going back to our hotel super fast before we go to the after party, but I just posted the random ass video of us kissing during OMG.
Why did we kiss during OMG?
Like, how fucking unnecessary.
There were so many other songs to kiss.
And we did it during the oh.
We could have kissed during Lil Freak.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, I just spent $90 on this sweatshirt.
Anyways, we're just dying laughing at that. We need to get back to our hotel immediately. Then we are back in the room and we're getting ready. We are pre-gaming to Jimmy Buffett. And then we ran out the door to the after party, and it's at one of my favorite clubs in Vegas called On the Record. I think I'm gonna let the footage that I got the next morning after me and Sarah had moved hotel rooms explain how that went. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, here's me and Sarah hungover as fuck the afternoon after the after party. This is probably like 3:30 in the afternoon. I need a steak so fucking bad right now. It's not even.
Steak would really hit.
Dude, there was pictures of steak all over the elevator. Like, I actually need to go find a steak.
Who craves steak?
Me. You don't crave steak?
No,
Oh, my ice
regular.
cubes just fell. Fuck. Fucking love these Crocs, but like, oh my god, I need a steak. Dude, with like a ton of butter.
Oh, should we go somewhere?
Yeah, there's so many restaurants in here.
Where should we go?
I don't know. Let's just find a place.
Do you remember being in the food court last night?
No.
We fully ate pizza with one of Usher's friends.
No way.
We just ate pizza with him.
Just us and him eating pizza.
Yeah, and me and him arguing about music. Not like arguing, but like...
Just going back and forth.
Yeah. And you just would not contribute. You were just silently eating your pizza. You were so blacked out, like you couldn't even focus.
I can't believe I was even functioning enough to put the pizza in my mouth.
I'm so drunk. This is not good.
No, we really need to get food. Like, we have to.
Okay, let's just do it.
My salt shaker and lime. Okay. Sure.
I feel like we met Usher.
I know.
Do you remember what he said?
To us?
Yeah.
No? He didn't really say anything like...
I tried to kiss his hand and he was like, no.
You tried to kiss Usher's hand?
Well, I gave him a handshake and I like try to like do that and he was like, and I'm like, and then he's like, ha, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I remember that. Ugh, his friend tried to get a picture of us. Damn, if we would have just had a picture with Usher today, we were so close.
so close. Usher was being weird.
I know. We were the only people in that room that he didn't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it was kind of strange.
It was, yeah, that's true.
At one point, it was so weird. I was like, should we leave? When, like, weren't there. I was like, this is so strange. Like,
Yeah.
this is really painful right now.
Just all of his dancers.
Just us.
And then us. But then we started to like talk to people. And then I gave one of his dancers a back massage.
I wish I remembered that.
I remember blacking out and then waking up out of my blackout literally just with my hands on the dancer. And she's like, yeah, like a little bit higher. And I'm like, is this good? We were like in the club.
What?
She was literally laying on her stomach in the club and I was giving her a massage. And so many people have texted me and DM'd me being like, it was so nice to meet you. And I'm looking at their shit and I'm like, I don't remember you at all.
No, same. I have 2 texts. I'm just going with it. I'm just texting them back.
So many DMs being like, you were so nice. It was great talking to you. I'm like, what the fuck did I say?
I have no idea. I literally woke up and clicked my following list and it was 4 people. And I was like, what?
Oh, I followed so many people. I was taking pictures of one of Usher's dancers. She wanted to do a photo shoot.
And this is what happened. Like, what is this?
Are you
what
dead
the
ass?
fuck is you totally like initiating that? Now we look like the fucking dancers because of these outfits.
Oh, now we do.
We're in all black in these fucking sweatshirts. We genuinely look like we're dancing.
Okay, we need food.
We're gonna go find steak. This is why I really wish me and Sarah had a reality show and just like a videographer on us at all times, because I would kill for footage of me waking up, sitting there like, holy fuck, what just happened? Because the last thing I quite literally remembered was shaking Usher's hand and then turning to the bar and ordering a drink, and then it was all downhill from there. I just got foundation on my camera lens. I really just give up with myself right now. Luckily, I didn't do anything fucking stupid, so that was a relief. The problem is I was just still so drunk when I woke up up. The thing about me and Sarah, whenever we travel, or especially in Vegas, is I'm always the first one awake. And I can't just like sit there in my bed. I can, but after a while, I'm like, okay, I need to go like walk around. Like, especially in the casinos, there is nothing I love more than walking around the casinos hungover and just people watching and getting food and going to Starbucks. I got up from there and started posting these TikToks of like me just hungover as shit, being like, okay, it's the day of me and Sarah seeing Jimmy Buffett now. We just met Usher. We also had a pretty good idea since like last summer that whenever he had a show, we were gonna be able to meet him after. But still, even our short interaction with him, it was still like, holy shit, like I'm shaking Usher's hand. Like that's crazy. But yeah, so then I went downstairs to go to Starbucks to get any food and form of hydration into my system. And when I was standing in the Starbucks line, these 4 guys come up behind me and they're all like head to toe in nightclub gear. They're like promoters. They all work at some club in Vegas. And they all get behind me in the Starbucks line and I look fucking crazy. I also had on my Margaritaville Crocs. And when these guys got in line behind me, I just like took one look at them and I was like, I just already know we're all about to start talking, so I might as well just accept my fate now. Like I just look like I'm holding up a sign that says, if you want entertainment, speak to me now. And I'm standing there patiently waiting to order my strawberry acai refresher. And one of the guys behind me taps me on the shoulder and looks at my shoes and goes, those are dope. And I was like, here we go. Here we go. Me and this one guy are going back and forth about my shoes, and the other 3 people that he was with started to like tune in our conversation. We were all talking about what we were about to order from Starbucks. And also, Sarah says I have the most absurd dad jokes that you will ever hear in your entire life, especially when I'm hungover. That's the thing why I wish we had a reality show so bad, because I'm so much funnier in person and on the spot. Just me in natural situations, I'm just like so much funnier. Me and the 4 random nightclub workers were all like in silence for 2 seconds, and then we hadn't really addressed where they worked yet. I would say the nightclub, but I think it was Town Nightclub, and like they were plastered all over their sweatshirts. I'm just there with my hood on, and I was like, oh my god, I know it's gonna send these guys into fucking hysteria right now. And I just turned to them and I looked them all up and down and I go, so you guys all work at the Rainforest Cafe, right? Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen people laugh harder in their life. They thought that was the funniest fucking thing they've ever heard. I hung out with the guys until all of their orders were finished, and one of them ordered not even a grande, but like the kid size cup at Starbucks, a kid size frappuccino with a ton of whipped cream. When his drink was ready and the barista called out his name, he walked up to the counter and his 3 other friends all looked at him and they were like, there's no way you just ordered that. It was like this big. And me and all of his friends were like crying, laughing, and they were all filming him being like, oh, like little William just got a kitty frappuccino. I said bye to them and I went back up to the room. Sarah eventually woke up. I think the first thing out of her mouth was, holy shit, we blacked out so bad. And we started to like retrace our night. Then me and Sarah realized it was like 2 p.m. and we actually had to switch hotels because it's now Jimmy Buffett night and he was performing at the MGM, and that's where we were staying the first night, and the hotel was like completely sold out. We only were able to get a room for 1 night. So we were moving over to the Tropicana. Now it's time for us to go out to eat and then pick up our Jimmy Buffett tickets, so let's do that. You guys, I just tried to pick up our guest list tickets for Jimmy Buffett.
At the David Copperfield box. The magician.
No way.
Caitlin goes up to them going, hi, my name's Caitlin, I have 2 tickets. They're like, she's like, for Jimmy Buffett. We're at the David Copperfield.
Dude, I literally just saw a box office and just walked straight to it. Like, I had no idea.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I like saw we were headed that way and I'm like, maybe this could be right. I have an inkling that it's right.
I'm so fucking drunk right now. We're just waiting for our table at a sports bar to be ready, and we're literally just wandering in circles. I cannot believe I asked the David Copperfield box office for Jimmy Buffett tickets. That was ridiculous. We like are just spinning in circles. Is that an arcade? We need to go in the photo booth. Oh my god, we need to take pictures.
Wait, yeah, we do.
Let's fucking go.
These options.
Oh my god. Meathead. Oh my god, what do we do?
Oh my god, which do we do? That one's crazy.
Us on the ship though?
Yeah.
We might have to do captain.
Yeah, we might.
Is he in the picture with us? Fuck yeah. Oh my god. These are ridiculous. Yo. Best fucking idea. This summarizes everything right now. The beer also.
I don't even know why I got that.
I mean, you might as well. Me getting up in the middle of the fucking restaurant because I left my ID at the hotel and I didn't think that I was gonna need it. I dropped it on the ground and I was like, I don't fucking need my ID right now. I'm not gonna have a drink or anything. But the show tonight is in there and I wanna go pick up our tickets from the box office and I fucking need my ID. And it's killing me right now where the seats are gonna be. I don't know what his team gave me, so I'm walking back to the hotel by myself while Sarah's still at the restaurant. And I'm gonna go back, eat some broccolini, and then find the box office. Not the David Copperfield one, because that is not where you pick up Jimmy Buffett tickets. I look insane and I am so drunk still. We just went to the second wrong box office. I've never struggled to get fucking tickets more in my life. Oh my god, the anticipation is just killing me at this point. Let's try this again. My god. After this, we were not able to vlog again. When we were getting ready for Jimmy Buffett that night, oh my god, you guys, we were fucking hurting like I've never hurt before. So now I would love to talk about why we were going to see Jimmy Buffett in the first place. A lot of you might know this already, but like I just grew up having Jimmy Buffett's music shoved in my face. My family just loves him. My aunt has a house in Key West that I posted a few vlogs of going to over the years. Margaritaville, Key West, Jimmy Buffett, everything that related has just been engraved into my brain since the second I came out of the womb, I think. He's so cute and he's so funny and his music is just enjoyable. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Volcano, Fins, Margaritaville, Brown Eyed Girl. It's all just a blast. I had seen him live before once at Fenway Park. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. Me and my whole family went. It was just the best place in the world to people watch and enjoy like adults having fun. I love watching old people have a goddamn good time, and if you want to do that, a Jimmy Buffett concert is where you do that. Last summer on TikTok, when the Margaritaville Crocs first debuted onto the internet through like a contest where you could only get the Crocs if you won this raffle, I was screaming about it on TikTok, being like, I need these Crocs more than anyone else understands. Some of my videos went viral and I ended up becoming close with like the CMO of Margaritaville. She's always texting me being like, whenever you and your family like want to go see Jimmy, like just let me the fuck know. And that's exactly what I did. I had texted her a few weeks before being like, hey, Jimmy's doing a show in Vegas, like can I go? And she was like, oh yeah, of course, like how many tickets do you need? And I was like, what? So she put us on Jimmy Buffett's literal guest list. Like who ends up on Jimmy Buffett's guest list? That's fucking ridiculous. Like that's so stupid, but like in the best way possible. It's like almost a more intense pit bull on the scale of like randomness. But anyways, we are hanging on by a thread to make it to this concert. We could barely even take these mirror selfies that we were taking. Picking up the camera was not an option. Like there was no life in me, even though it looked like there was because I was dressed like a fucking psychopath. We had nothing in us to give at that point, and we knew that we were gonna go out to the club in a few hours with some of our friends, so we were like, we need to just take it slow for right now. I was also wearing my Margaritaville Crocs, and the gibbets kept falling off the Crocs while I was walking, so I ended up putting the salt shaker gibbet into my purse, and it was so fucking funny because when we were going through security into the arena, we were the youngest people there by far, and everyone was staring at us. We felt so out of place and awkward. We got up to the security guard, and he was like, where's your parents? I kind of loved being asked that because I felt like I was a teenager or a tween again. And the guy looks through my bag and I forgot that I had put the salt shaker that fell off my Crocs into my bag. And he opens up my bag and sees the salt shaker and goes, why is there a salt shaker in your bag? Me and Sarah just looked at each other and we were like, dude, like, just don't fucking ask questions. Either take it away from me if I really can't bring it into the arena, or like, just let it happen. I can't take questions at the time. When we walked in, Jimmy was actually on stage, but he had an opener and he was just on the stage, like entertaining people. And by people, I mean everyone in their insane ass outfits. I saw so many men in coconut bras and hula skirts. It was just outrageous. Also, he performs barefoot. He's barefoot on stage talking to the crowd being like, hey, like the opener's about to come on. The first thing I hear him say as we're starting to like walk down to our seats is he asked the crowd who was on mushrooms, and half the arena like screamed. We were truly amongst so many old people on drugs in Hawaiian shirts. Once this show fully started, I had the best people watching night of my whole life. We watched a guy get arrested. Some guy got dragged out of 5th row, got slammed into a railing, was like trying to beat up all these security guards. He was blacked out of his mind. And like the whole arena was watching him. He's a grown adult acting so out of pocket at a Jimmy Buffett concert, he just got fucking arrested. But the show itself was so good. Jimmy was so cute. This is not real. Oh my god. visuals were some of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Sarah cried 3 different times during the show laughing.
Literally crying.
Which just made me so happy once again, because I was so happy that she was enjoying it. I just want to thank you guys, by the way, for making such a commotion with me on TikTok last summer about those damn Margaritaville Crocs, because I got to wear them proudly to an actual Jimmy Buffett concert because of you guys, and I just felt like the luckiest girl in the world, even though we're talking about a Jimmy Buffett concert here. After the concert ended, we all started to leave, and then this was the vibe outside of the arena. The party was not stopping, and I was obsessed with it. Me and Sarah went back to our hotel room, and we were gonna go meet up with some of our friends at XS, which is one of the big nightclubs out in Vegas. We had an hour of downtime and time to pregame before we went to the club, and then we did that. We were finally starting to get back into our groove of like drinking and partying. At the club, I was talking to this one guy, and he had just started this tequila company. It was like pretty small, and I was like, oh, I would like love to try your tequila, and I'm down to post for you if you send me a bottle. He was like, okay, cool, yeah, text me. He takes my phone and texts himself, walks away. 5 minutes later, comes running back up to me and goes, oh my God, I think I gave you my mom's number. And I was like, I'm sorry, what did you just say to me? And then I had to text this random man's mom. And I was just like, yo, my bad. And he explained that him and his mom have the same phone number and it's only off by 1 digit. But still, how the fuck do you accidentally give someone your mother's number? Even if it's 1 digit off, I wonder if that's like his tactic for giving girls, like he doesn't want actually having his number. But even then, how would I even know? Like the number that you give me doesn't even fucking matter because I don't know. We were at the club probably till like 3:30, and then we went to one of my friend's hotel rooms after and partied until like 6 a.m. We woke up at noon, and we were supposed to fly out that day. We had a flight at 2:30, and when we woke up, we realized Sarah's purse was not with us. And it did not take long for us to realize that it would probably be in our best interest to miss our flight back home and fly back Monday morning instead of Sunday afternoon, because God knows if we were even gonna get Sarah's purse back, and her ID was in it. So packing up and going to the airport within those 2 hours of waking up, it was not happening. So I went downstairs to fix in the hotel room in my Crocs. I found one of the ice cube gibbets that fell off of my Crocs in front of me in line, and I was dying in the line because I was like, that means these have been here for like 24 hours, like since the last time that I was in this line. It was probably like 3 at this point, and after we decided that we were staying, we really did not even lift a finger to try and figure out how the fuck we were gonna figure out if Sarah's bag was still at the club. We just slept all day instead of dealing with that. But also, it was a Sunday, and we couldn't remember if the club was still open on Sunday, so we were like, we're just gonna deal with it tonight. By the time we woke up that night, it was like 8 o'clock, and we were like, okay, what the fuck do we do now? We decided to go to Cirque du Soleil. We went to Mystique. At that show, you know when you're like hungover and you're like staring at something, but like you're not really registering what the fuck is going on? Try doing that at Cirque du Soleil. Worst idea we've ever had. There was a point where like, these trapeze artists were doing all these flips and stuff without a net under them, and me and Sarah like, both missed them completely setting up this net under them. We don't know where it came from, but it just all of a sudden appeared there, and then I looked at Sarah and I was like, when did that net get there? She was like, I have no fucking idea. Has that been there the whole time? And I was like, no. And we were both just sitting there like staring at each other and like staring at the stage and being like, we are so confused right now. Like most shows like that in Vegas, you can't record. And of course I found out at the end that I could have recorded that whole fucking show if I wanted to. So I'm so mad that I can't show you guys what the hell we were watching because it was the weirdest shit. There was these 2 girls during the show that were like standing on top of each other doing all this just crazy things. Here I am, hungover after a 3-day bender, sitting in my chair being like, some people are just so cool, man. Like so cool and so talented and can do crazy ass shit like be in Cirque du Soleil. Me and Sarah are just these weak ass pieces of shit sitting in these chairs being like, we're so not mentally here that like our brains and our eyes have like a 5 to 8 second delay on everything that's going on and is said to us. But nevertheless, we had a great time. During the show, one of my friends texted me again and asked if we wanted to go to the club that night, and we were like, absolutely fucking not. We're calling it here. We're having a chill night, and we need to go find Sarah's bag. We went back to XS, the club, to go find Sarah's bag. Finally found the lost and found, and they said that they did have Sarah's bag. They said to Sarah, were you the girl that had the small black bag with 2 lip glosses and a really weird looking $100 bill? And the weird looking $100 bill was an Usher buck, which was the fake money Usher was throwing around on stage the night before that we just like took a ton of and shoved in our bags. The guy's face when he was explaining that to us was just so fucking funny. He probably thought we had just like fraudulent fraudulent money on us or something if he didn't look long enough and realize it was Usher on the fucking dollar. How do you miss Usher on a dollar bill? Like, I'm sure he knew, but he was like, you have a weird ass $100 bill in your bag, ma'am. To get to the lost and found, we had to walk by XS. It was open that night, so there were so many people waiting in line to like go in, and everyone was just staring at me and Sarah walk by, just at our absolute worst, like hoods on, still in our matching Usher hoodies, still in black sweatpants, and both in black and white shoes. Me and Sarah walked by the club and decided that we were gonna go get gelato because we needed to continue our wholesome night. But I just knew we looked so off-putting. And then I checked my DMs after I got back to the hotel, and this girl DM'd me and was like, oh my god, you and Sarah walked by me when I was in line for XS, and like we made eye contact, and I was like too nervous to say hi, and I was like, oh boy, do I know that I just had the worst possible resting bitch face on in the entire world in that moment. So sorry to that girl. You saw me at my worst. I might have been even worse in that moment than I was at the Starbucks line. So many people saw me at times that they just should not have that weekend. And then after that, I checked my phone, and the guy who was gonna send me a tequila bottle that accidentally texted his mom texted me and said, did my mom ever end up texting you back? And I checked, and she had left me on red at like 6:17 in the morning or something. And I was like, no, unfortunately, your mom is not interested in me at the time. Me and Sarah went back to our hotel, packed. I booked a flight for 10 a.m. and she booked a flight for 5 p.m. That was kind of it. I don't know. I felt like all of that was just so bizarre, and I wanted to tell you guys because I don't know what's more entertaining, doing Usher and Jimmy Buffett back to back, or the fact that I'm doing Taylor Swift and T-Pain back to back this weekend. Get ready for those vlogs. Now, the $1 million question, when are me and Sarah going back to Vegas? I actually have no idea, but we want to go back soon, obviously, because I just love it there. I'm on a mission to see every single Cirque du Soleil show, every single other random ass show, stay at every single hotel, and see every single residency. Like Maroon 5 starting their residency there in a few weeks, bet. I am in misery. This love has taken its toll on me. I'm willing to bet my life that I end up at those shows, so maybe that's your answer. I don't fucking know. Thank you so much to Care Of once again for sponsoring this video. I appreciate it so much, and I really just love them. They make my life so much easier because I tend to overcomplicate things, and having like an organized method of just getting the nutrients and vitamins that I need through them is just so beneficial for someone that can be as stupid as myself. I love you guys so much. Hopefully one day me and Sarah will have a reality show so that we can bring you guys along on these trips a little bit more efficiently. But for now, have a fabulous weekend. Go see Usher's Vegas residency if you can. Go to a Jimmy Buffett concert if he's doing shows near you at some point. I promise you'd have a great time. I need to go pack my shit for Arizona in the morning. I fucking love you guys so much. What an interesting year so far. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut up. Bye.